Good morning. So yes, indeed, yesterday, INEC actually postponed elections, or rather they used the word suspended elections in Asari Toru local government area of the state. However, there were some updates, or there were some developments that took place yesterday. For instance, in Ahuda East local government, collation was disrupted last night when a fight broke out inside the collation center, and all the lecturers, the professors who were supposed to serve as collation officers, they ran away, and it was disrupted for many hours. Though I understand that eventually at about 2 a.m. today they had to come back and restart collation. But this is where it gets interesting. Some of the lecturers who were supposed to serve as collation officers refused to return, and it left INEC hamstrung. So some of their staff, I'm talking about staff of the commission, had to serve as emergency collation officers, and so collation restarted. It's still going on as we speak right now at Ahuda East. But I am speaking to you right now from the INEC River State headquarters, and if you look here to my left-hand side, that is the state's collation center. Every single governorship result is going to come here, but it's not yet open. No result has arrived at the moment. So we are still waiting for the first results to come in. On my way to this place this morning, I passed the INEC Obiakpo office. It was a beehive of activities. Crowds were there, INEC ad hoc staff engaging in reverse logistics, trying to return the materials that were given to them for the elections yesterday. Now, however, we also understand that in other news, a police officer, we lost a police officer yesterday when the boat they were traveling in capsized, and he drowned. This has been confirmed by the River State Police Command through the public relations officer, Grace Eringe Koko, who I spoke with just this morning. She confirmed it but released no further details. Elsewhere, operatives of the 6th Division Nigerian Army neutralized 2 people yesterday who were suspected of trying to disrupt the electoral process, and they also made some arrests. Now, 49 INEC ad hoc staff were arrested by the army. They will be paraded this morning at Garrison, and then they will be handed over to the police. The army tells us that they were arrested for thumbprinting. They were arrested in an event center where they were thumbprinting for different parties. They were thumbprinting the ballot papers for different parties. 49 ad hoc staff. 5 party agents were also picked up. 3 people who were coordinating this operation were also picked up, and then 5 persons with fake INEC passes were picked up. Now, about the suspects who were neutralized yesterday, 4 weapons were recovered from them, and we are still following this development in real time.
There seems to be a lot happening in Rivers. Very sad to hear the police officer who lost his life in the line of duty. But Charles, talk to us about the number of polling units that are involved where elections were suspended to resume today in the Asari Toru and Degema area. Well, what's the number that we're looking at?
So the commission have not released the number of polling units where elections will be conducted this morning. If it's happening this morning, we are actually waiting for the head of voter education and publicity to release the press briefing with regards to that development. What we know for sure is that elections have been suspended in Asari Toru, a local government area, and parts of Degema. How many polling units, we do not know. The commission have not said, they've not released that information at the moment. So we are still standing by to get the full details as they break.
I know you also said you're very close to the INEC State Center there. We heard from the governor of the state, Nyesom Wike, talk about complicity. I think he called it breach in security concerning the conduct of the governorship election. He said allegedly by the director of security of the Independent National Electoral Commission in the state. Do we have any update on that? Has INEC reacted to that?
So when that news broke from the governor, we spoke to the head of voter education and publicity and said this is what the governor said, and he said that office does not exist in Rivers State INEC. He said that office is non-existent. There is no such person as the director of security here, and so he doesn't really have any idea what the governor is referring to. That was the official response from the commission here in the state. So We are still waiting to understand in detail who or if that office exists, but the INEC have said no, it does not exist, and so they cannot, join issues with the governor in that regard.
Charles, so now, while we're waiting for where areas, elections have been suspended to resume, we know that for some other local government areas, they're sending in the results. IREV is showing, some activity. When indeed will the state collation begin?
Sorry, I lost the sound for a moment. Do you mind going over again?
When will the state collation begin?
Okay, when will collation begin? Okay, we don't know exactly when collation will start, but it is expected to start this morning. That's why we are here. Like I said earlier, collation was disrupted in Ahuda East local government. We don't know about other places. I passed Obiabo and they are still doing reverse logistics. I don't even know if collation has started there at the moment because the place was so crowded. But as the results are collated at the different local governments, the governorship results will trickle down to the River State INEC headquarters here, where they will now be tabulated and then the results will be declared. But those who are running for House of Assembly, their results will not be brought to the headquarters. They will be declared at the local government areas where they are contesting. So I think that's a bit easier for those who are running for House of Assembly. They don't need to come here. All of them are at their local governments where they are contesting. So, but for now, it's a waiting game. We are here. We are waiting. And we will be bringing up updates as they break.
We'll be waiting for you.
I wanted to find, before you go, Charles, I wanted to find out, since you said that the State Assembly elections, the results probably, do you have any idea whether some of the results have been announced?
None that I am aware of. I have been up all night following developments from Boni to Kana to Gokana, to Port Harcourt local government, to Obiabo local government, Onelga, Ahuda East, Ahuda West, Emoha, Ikwere local governments, and I haven't heard any results announced so far. But as they break, I will definitely update the House.
All right, thank you.